Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign, Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So before we get into it, I just want to say my apologies for the setup this week. I hope it's at least somewhat aesthetically pleasing to you. I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment, so the board and stuff will not be out for a good few weeks, but I promise everything will be back to normal soon enough. All right, so I hope in the meantime you enjoy the change up. For your key to the week, you have the Magician card. So this is a week where, my dear Scorpios, you have the power to affect real change. This is a week where it really does rest on your shoulders. So I'm going to say this with an affectionate sort of tough love nudge. If you're not getting the result, and this isn't about, oh, it's your fault if it's not working. But what I'm saying is if you're not happy with the results that you're getting across the board, love, money, relationship, work, whatever, it really is on you this week. All right, you've got the Magician card as the key to the week. So this is about you, what you're doing with your time, your effort, your energy, whatever results you are getting or not getting. It really does start with you this week. Okay, now that being said, this is a week for you to go for broke. If there's somewhere or some area of your life that you want recognition for being an expert, or you feel like there's another level waiting for you, this is the week for you to go for it. Do not hold back. All right. If you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Okay, for your actions and options, you've got the Five of Cups. This is a week, my dear Scorpios, where you got to let go of who you are or who you were. So as an example, the saying goes, the master has tried and failed more time. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. This kind of feels like that kind of energy to me. And I also want to say to you, this would be a week where who you have been known for, the expertise that you've been known for up until now, it's brought you this far, but I don't feel like it will be able to take you any further, because it's like whatever that next level is for you, yeah, all right, you've got a strong, firm foundation, but it's time for you to let go of, I almost want to say like the accolades or however it is that people see you, maybe even your title. This is one of those moments where relinquishing who you were is going to really give you more in the long run. All right, so this is about finding a way to let go of how people see you up until now, releasing the kudos, letting go of the ego in a sense. And I say that out of all, love and respect. But this is a week where maybe you're having to put down how you've been known, how you've been seen, so that you can start to own and claim who you truly want to be. For your communications and conversations, look at that, right? You've got the Magician card again. So you got a double hit of this Magician card energy, which means you are getting a big message here, Scorpio. This is a big deal. This is a week for you to, for some of you as well, I have to say this may be the voicing of an unpopular opinion. It might even be one of those moments where you are, I always say, like, if something comes up and you think like, no, I can't stay silent on this, you sing like a canary. Like, this is the week for you to to open your mouth and sing, right? Whatever it is that you need to say, whatever it is that you feel needs to be heard, this is your week to speak up. This may be the unpopular opinion, and it may even see you having to lose out on something, but isn't it better to hold on to your integrity? Only you can answer that. When it comes to those of you that are students, this is great, right? This is top of the class, head of the class kind of stuff. It's also you being able to talk a really good game. Just be prepared to back it up. And I would definitely say this across the board for all Scorpios, whatever walk of life you're in, young, old, student, employer, employee. Don't promise this week what you know you're not going to be able to deliver relatively easily. This isn't about copping out and sort of saying, well, I can do as much as that. It's about really owning and claiming what you know you can do and delivering that. This is not a week to say, well, I can tap dance on rollerblades, if you think that's going to get you the job. And the truth is you can barely, you've only ever worn a pair of skates once. What is the point in that? This is the week, don't try to do the trickster energy. All right, you got to be about it. You got to be in your integrity and you've got to show up. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, very much the same kind of energy. This could also, for some of you, this could be a time where a superior is leaving a position. So maybe your boss or your boss's boss, maybe somebody that you look up to, could be leaving. And it could also be that maybe you are then forced to step into that role, or you are maybe thrust into a position of leadership that you weren't expecting. Again, just watch out for it, because if you can't do it, say so from the offset. This is not one of those times to be like, yeah, I'm fine. Don't wing it. You'll get more out of it if you don't. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, I actually like this for a rebrand, rebranding your website, changing your domain name, anything where you're thinking about changing your website or the way that people interact with you to get your information or your goods. If you're thinking about changing that or rebranding it, I really love this for that. And it could have some really great results. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, cut yourself some slack this week. And start to compile the information that you've gathered over a lifetime up until now, because you'll probably find you've got more than a course in you. You've probably got a course, a book, and, a course in miracles as well. But you got to find a way to compile all of that so that you can put it out into the world. For your love and relations, you have another Mercury ruled card. You have the Hermit, because this is Virgo energy, right? So when it comes to your relationships or your partnerships, this could be a time where you and your partner need to spend time together away from ... You will be able to fill in the blank. What is taking up too much time, effort, or energy from the relationship that needs to be phased out now? And where is it that you guys either are not communicating or you're not talking about the elephant in the room? And it feels like for some of you, there is a big elephant in the room that nobody is talking about. You got to find a way to address this. For those of you that are single, if you are meeting someone, this is going to be someone either in a position of authority, likely to be somebody that's older than you, or at least somebody that has a relative, a relative amount of what we would call true wisdom. I like this because this person looks like they're going to push you and challenge you, but because it's an earthy energy, this suggests that this person plays a complementary role to you. For your money and materials, you have the Six of Cups. For some of you, this is literally going into teaching or maybe brushing up some of your skills. Interesting that the message about a course, a book, and a course of miracles and stuff came through. There is money to be made here, but it's from old ideas, from things that are either sat on a shelf or not really doing much at the moment. It may also be as well that this could be a week where, I don't want to say tapping into your network, but thinking about either friends or siblings or people that you've known for a long time that you could bring back into the fold, you know, like people that you could reconnect with in order to, you know, to make a business more profitable. For those of you that are thinking about launching physical products, I really, really like this week for doing the legwork around that. When it comes to your home and environment, the Six of Cups is children. So some of you could literally be contemplating having children, or contemplating having a child, or contemplating bringing a more youthful energy to the home. And then when it comes to your health and vitality, the Six of Cups is literally Scorpio ruled, and so this speaks to your reproductive system. And because this is in your signs reading, I would say pay attention to that, especially like, you know, where like your digestive system and stuff, and how that all links into, well, maybe not your reproductive system, but you get my point. That whole general area, look after yourself there. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care of yourself, and I will speak to you soon.